What if the only thing more terrifying than being left behind is realizing that the person you've been waiting for to stay is actually waiting for you to stop running from your own worth? In If You Keep Me, Helena Hunting delivers a contemporary romance that transforms the second chance trope into a profound exploration of abandonment wounds, proving that true commitment isn't about holding on tighter, it's about creating safety spacious enough for both partners to finally exhale. This isn't merely another angsty reunion story with miscommunication. It's a tender, psychologically precise narrative where love languages are rewritten through consistency. Intimacy requires unlearning survival modes, and healing happens in the quiet moments between apologies. From the first hesitant narration, listeners are immersed in a world where every "I'm sorry" carries decades of weight, and every act of staying feels like revolution. Perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent romance and stories where growth is mutual rather than performative, this audiobook serves up relentless vulnerability, authentic character arcs, and a bond so carefully rebuilt it honors every crack in its foundation. When graphic designer Wren Calloway returns to her hometown after her mother's death, she expects grief, not to confront Liam Hayes, the childhood sweetheart who vanished without explanation 10 years ago, and now stands before her as the executor of her mother's estate. But as they navigate probate paperwork and buried memories, Wren realizes this reunion isn't about rekindling old flames. It's about examining why she still believes love requires earning through endurance. Hunting masterfully avoids reducing Liam to villain or Wren to wounded heroine. Instead, she crafts a relationship rooted in radical accountability, where consent is negotiated through actions over words, and trust is rebuilt brick by painstaking brick. The audiobook narration amplifies this emotional precision, capturing Wren's guarded resilience softening into cautious hope, and Liam's steady presence revealing depths beneath years of silence. You don't just hear their reconciliation, you feel the seismic shift of two adults learning that love isn't proven through suffering, but through showing up when it's hard. What elevates If You Keep Me beyond typical second chance fare is its nuanced portrayal of abandonment as intergenerational trauma rather than personal failure. Wren isn't merely forgiving Liam, she's confronting how her mother's conditional love taught her to equate attention with value, challenging the notion that devotion requires self-erasure. Liam doesn't win her back through grand gestures. He creates space where her anger can exist without judgment, honoring her right to grieve what was lost, even as he mourns his own mistakes. Their relationship evolves through acts of radical reciprocity, sharing truths during late-night kitchen conversations that bypass performance, setting boundaries that protect both healing and connection, and defending each other from well-meaning friends who mistake patience for passivity. Supporting characters add vital texture: siblings whose loyalty masks unresolved grief, townspeople whose gossip reflects communal memory, even the family home itself, rendered as living archive, whose creaking floors hold echoes of promises broken and kept. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core truth. In relationships shaped by absence, presence is sacred, and consistency is the only language that matters. Even the small-town setting serves thematic depth, with familiar streets mirroring internal landscapes, and community rituals become metaphors for chosen belonging. For audiobook listeners, this production is pure auditory sanctuary. The narrator embodies Wren and Liam with remarkable distinction. Wren's voice carries brittle strength laced with dawning softness, while Liam's low timbre trembles with suppressed emotion beneath disciplined calm, making their chemistry palpable even in stillness. Sound design enhances atmosphere without overwhelming intimacy. Distant wind chimes marking emotional transitions, rain against porch swings during vulnerable confessions, the hushed rustle of legal documents syncing with breath during moments of clarity, all anchor emotional stakes in sensory reality. Pacing mirrors the rhythm of rebuilding trust, deliberate during reflection and repair, then gently accelerating as external pressures collide with internal breakthroughs. Whether you're commuting through daily routines or unwinding in twilight solitude, the audiobook creates a portable haven where slowness feels sacred and presence feels like gift. It's storytelling as embodied validation, transforming passive listening into active participation in a love story that honors both past pain and future possibility. Ultimately, If You Keep Me redefines second chance romance by centering female agency within relational frameworks. It satisfies genre cravings for satisfying emotional payoffs while delivering substantive commentary on attachment wounds, masculine accountability, and the radical act of choosing partnership from wholeness rather than lack. No prior series knowledge is needed. It stands confidently as a complete emotional journey. If you've ever wondered whether love can survive betrayal, or if true commitment requires erasing history, this audiobook will affirm that sometimes the most powerful act is staying, not because you have to, but because you choose to, again and again. Press play, release the expectation of perfection, and prepare to believe that even in hearts shaped by leaving, love still finds ways to remain. Your next favorite romance isn't waiting in flawless reunions, it's waiting in the brave, daily choice to build something real from what remains.